So, Ethan Moore. Where's the RNN broadcast?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't even think that there was going to be one for this week.
Okay.
Where's the broadcast?
I don't know.
I'll ask you one more time. Where's the broadcast, Ethan?
Listen, man. I'm just one of the editors. I don't know when it's supposed to come out. I didn't even know that it was supposed to come out this week.
Welcome to Ram Nation News, everyone. Today we're going to be starting the broadcast off on a slightly more serious note than we usually do in light of recent events in the state. Ethan Moore and Eli Morrison have more on this issue.
Usually, we try to be as funny as we can on these broadcasts, but this week, given recent events in Michigan, we have decided to be more serious. This week, me and Ethan Moore spoke to the administration and counseling department about how this school protects us and how we can protect the school.
Alright, so what are securities that the school takes to prevent bad things like the Oxford, stuff like that to happen?
Yeah, it's a good question. We take a number of measures, safety precautions, and one would be that we're pretty much on an exterior lockdown at all times, meaning there's only one way in to the school. That's why we had a large emphasis at the beginning of the year to not prop any doors open. So the one entrance that is available for students, staff, and visitors is the main entrance. And at that main entrance, you have to be let in. The secretaries and the main office staff have to let you in. There's state the purpose before you can gain entry into the building. So that double layer of doors is a safety precaution, and on each one of our exterior doors is a bulletproof film also that is important part of our safety precautions.
What are some things that the students can do to protect the school and students?
Yeah, I think the OK to Say app is a very important piece of that. So communicating with administration, communicating with the school counselors, communicating with our staff, our teachers, of reporting what the things that you're hearing. So any type of school threat or any type of harassment or bullying is important to report that. And the OK to Say app is important because that is anonymous, and it actually is reported to the state police, and then from the state police they inform our superintendent, and then in turn inform the building principals.
How are the people's identities protected in the app?
Right. It's something that was actually passed by the Michigan State law, and when they set up the OK to Say app, was an important piece that we keep the names anonymous. So it's actually against the law for the Michigan State Police to share that information and regarding who reported it with school officials or representatives of universities or private institutions.
And now we have Mr. T. Camp with more details on OK to Say.
So what would you say that OK to Say is really for?
Okay. We say okay all the time, really. Okay to say is a catchy phrase. It is, I'm going to basically read the definition. Is that all right?
Yep.
All right. This comes off their website. It's What is Okay to Say? It's a student safety program that allows students to confidentially report tips on partial harm or criminal activities directed at students, school employees, and schools. The goal of OK to Say is to stop harmful behavior before it occurs by encouraging anyone by reporting threatening behavior to caring adult authorities who can help. OK to Say encourages Michigan residents to confidentially submit tips 24/7 using the OK to Say mobile app, online, email, texting, or by calling trained program technicians.
So you said trying to stop harm.
Yes.
What different types of harm do they usually try to stop?
All right. So right now we live in a rough time with the pandemic and everything, and part of OK to Say is you can also tip authorities, whether that's school authorities or whatever, about somebody who is thinking about harming themselves, or somebody who wants to tip and help somebody else who's thinking about harming themselves and hasn't said anything. So they can utilize OK to Save for that as well, to save somebody's life or their own life, because it will then go to the school, and then we will of course follow through with that tip.
So how do they usually like take action after the post is put onto OK to Say?
What happens after that?
Yes.
Basically, so then the program will notify the correct authorities, in this case for mental health. It will go to the school district. I'm not sure who that contact person is, if it's Mr. Schooley, or if it's at the high school, if it's Mr. Williamson or the principal of the other schools, depending on where that is. And then it is dealt with within, with the student, and then we'll determine if we have to get parents involved. Usually we do, or guardians. So just to make sure that that student is safe. The whole meaning behind this is for caring people to actually do something, and this is their way of acting on it, and it's anonymous, unless we have to disclose who that is. But in this situation, it would probably be anonymous. But the student would get help.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
This is Eli Morrison and Ethan Moore with Ram Nation News signing off.
Now on a lighter note, we have Corbin Morrison covering this year's Cabaret.
The Cabaret happened on Friday, December 3rd and Saturday, December 4th. It was a great experience. It featured the chamber orchestra, the choir, and the jazz band. Paul Leyendecker was the host of the whole show.
We had dress rehearsal last night. Everybody had a blast, and I know that these kids are ready to entertain you.
Everyone put in a lot of work to get the show running well. The Cabaret had a lot of events. They had some questions, some games, and music. Here's some interviews with real people in this real event. How do you feel the Cabaret went?
I think it was a success. It started off a little bit dry, but then, once my interview was on there, then I got the crowd laughing.
How do you feel the Cabaret went?
I would say Cabaret went pretty good. I think probably the low point was Bobby Mustafa's interview, but after that it was only positives. So.
How do you feel the Cabaret went?
I mean, I think it started off quite bad, but after Bettis, I think he carried the entire show.
Yeah, it totally carried.
How do you feel the Cabaret went?
It went really nice. We got to interact with an audience, and we got to dress up and decorate our instruments all Christmassy, so it was a lot of fun.
And I'm back. Paul Leyendecker did a great job hosting. Here's some more real-life people from this very real-life event. How do you feel the Cabaret went?
I feel like it was really put together, and that the music all came together really well at the end. And yeah.
How do you feel the Cabaret went?
We think that Cabaret was really good. We think that Cabaret was really great. You should come to the next one.
How do you feel the Cabaret went?
It was really fun, for sure.
I like getting dragged.
The lip sync battle was definitely my favorite part of the whole thing. It was very entertaining, and we worked our little hearts out.
They did, we didn't.
How do you feel the Cabaret went?
I think the Cabaret went very well. It seemed like the audiences enjoyed it, and I know that we all had a really good time playing it. So, yeah, I think it went great.
Corbin, Ram Nation.
And now let's throw it over to Kaylin Jones with some highlights from the basketball game.
I will not be making a corny joke about basketball, but tune in to hear about the boys varsity basketball team's first game. The South Haven boys varsity basketball team played their first game on Tuesday, December 7th. Let's watch some highlights from the game. And although this game ended with a loss, everyone played great, and we are all excited to watch you guys continue playing throughout the season. This is Caitlin Jones with Ram Nation News, signing off.
And now an interview with Summer Leadingham on the Business Expo being held next week. So what is the Career Expo all about?
It is basically an event for students to come to the ILC and learn more about careers in the fields of fine arts and communication. So things like game design, singing, acting, directing, anything in that field you can learn more about and ask questions to get more information on that. So the event is held on next Friday from 1 to 2:19.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And how can you sign up for that?
There are sign-up sheets that you can go to in the front office, and then we're planning on going into 7th hours and getting people to sign up for that through that, so that's how you can get to do that.
Perfect. All right, Summer, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And last up, we have Mr. Bouvet and his business marketing team.
Business, business, business. That's what's on the mind of Mr. Bouvet's business marketing team.
So what are you and your business marketing team up to right now?
Well, right now our marketing class is planning our Lighthouse Holiday Marketplace. So on Tuesday the 14th and Wednesday the 15th, our group will be having a setup of some food, some drinks, and some little stocking stuffers that students can purchase during their lunch period as one of our just projects for the marketing management class. And then on Wednesday evening, we have the same thing that's going to be open during the school board meeting from 7 to 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday the 15th that parents, family, community members are also welcome to.
Gotcha. All right, Mr. Bouvet, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Marketplace is going to happen Tuesday and Wednesday.
And also, by the way, next week, Tuesday and Wednesday during lunch, we are hosting a Lighthouse Christmas market. Come get your stocking stuffers, come enjoy the music. We're gonna have food and drinks. And then also Wednesday after school during the school board meeting, we're gonna be doing the same exact thing, even better though. So make sure you guys tell your parents, tell anyone that needs last minute Christmas gifts. It's gonna be a good occasion. It's going to be a good night for everyone. Don't miss it.
All right, Wesley, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ruben.
This is Ruben Soto Jr. with RNN, signing off.
Thank you all so much for watching this week's RNN. We'll catch you next week with our holiday special. Stay safe out there.